Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baruch HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things. And salutations to Yakim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. So basically, this video, I want to go into, that slain of the Lord, when Yahushua is going to come back, a lot of people going to be put to death, a lot of people going to be deleted, thus said the Bible. And, it's not as contrary the things that they're teaching you in church, they're teaching you about this weirdo. And if you look up the word weirdo in the etymology, it will show you that's talking about a man with long hair. This Jesus character is a weirdo, basic. But the nonsense that they teach you in church is that when this Jesus character is gonna come back, it's gonna be a jolly good, a beautiful day. But that's not what the scriptures teach us. Matter of fact, let me jump to the book of Amos. It just popped in my mind because that also describes how the day of Yahushai, Yahweh Basham Yahushai, how it's going to be. It's gonna be horrible, man. Like I said, a lot of people gonna be put to death, It's gonna be sorrows all over, People gonna suffer. And let me see, and the one that they call Jesus, his real name is Yahushai, and he's a dark-skinned man, very dark, You can check on my channel, I've done videos on that, Yahushai being a very dark, so-called Negro, very dark, So if Yahushai, who the world unknowing calls Jesus, already talking about dark-skinned man. What about his father, who the world all-knowing calls God? His real name is Yahweh, They both look like so-called Negroes, Very dark skin. So all this nonsense that they be teaching you, and hey, even today, if you still believe in this Jesus character, you're doomed. The Most High, the Spirit of Yahweh Basham Yahushua is not dealing with you. You're doomed, If until this day you still believe in this Jesus character, man, you're lost, man. You're really lost. Because, there's many, even recently, Putin got this Russian icons going on, showing you dark-skinned people, they got the so-called Black Madonna, dark-skin statue paintings and all that, for Maria, they got paintings of the saints, all dark-skin, going back to dark-skinned people. So, there's a lot of information going on. You had Kanye Pest, going on about being Hebrew Israelites, a lot of celebrities have mentioned it, even Kendrick Lamar, talking about he got no time for the Most High because he got money to make, bitches to screw. So, that's also a character who's going to be dealt with, when Yahushua is going to come back, And you want to be on the good side, because, hey, there are many scriptures explain us that the slain of the Lord is going to be many, And that's basically where I want to go into this video. But let me start with the book of Amos, because it came to my mind. It was like, oh yeah, that the scripture, it beautiful describes the day of Yahushua, of Yahweh Basham Yahushua, when Yahushua is going to come back, And in the book of First Peter chapter 4, it also says that the elect, the godly, they shall scarcely make it, So they barely gonna make it. So that already shows you how horrible it's gonna be, even for those who are on the right side of Yahweh Basham Yahushua, even for us, Yahweh Tazawi, part of that number, the whole elect. Even for us, it's gonna be horrible, But it's all about keeping the faith until the last moment. Even if you need to be beheaded for the name of Yahweh Basham Yahushua, pray to Yahweh Basham Yahushua that you keep faith until the end, like it said in the book of Matthew. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but let me just jump to that real quick, and then I'll go back to the book of Amos, because that scripture, it just popped my mind, and let me just read it, because that's the thing That's a spirit that we have to keep, the spirit that we have to, pray to Yahweh Bashem so that we stay in that spirit, especially now that you are so close, this is not the time to give up, this is not the time to give up. You don't want to die with the sodomites, the whoremongers, with the heathens, that's not something that you want, man, especially if you know about this, man. So yeah, there's the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. Yeah. Like I said, if you need to be beheaded for Yahweh Basham Yahushai, for the name of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, hey, so be it, man. Pray to Yahweh Basham Yahushai to give you the spirit that you take it with dignity, that you don't cower it out on the last moment, So yeah. So yeah, let me jump to the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. So woe, it talks about horrible times, lamentations, Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? Yeah, what do you expect on the day when Yahushua is going to come back? And if you are in the church, nonsense. You think it's going to be a sunny day, flowers going to be falling down, everybody, all the heathens, everybody's going to join hand in hand and be happy. No, man. It's going to be horrible. And like I said, even the elect, they're going to be in fear, and Yaharatazah, we're part of the number, and, that we keep the faith, like I just read in the book of Matthew, that we endure until the end, and that we might receive that salvation, first and foremost, and yeah, basically that's it, because it's going to be horrible, man. It's going to be horrible. It's not going to be La La Land, Slakia. So back to the book of Amos, chapter 5 verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So it's already explaining you that it's going to be horrible, man. As if a man that flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. So imagine yourself running away from a lion and then a bear is coming towards you. This, you can't escape, No escaping this. Beatness. Yeah. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? So that already shows you it's gonna be horrible, man. And like I said, the slain of the Lord is gonna be many, man. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom? And it's talking about the so-called white people, Edom, the Edomites, which dyed with with dyed garments from Bosra, and Bosra being the capital city of Esau, Nowadays it's America, aka Babylon the Great, which is gonna be destroyed, completely gonna be set on fire, This it's gonna be a desert, it's not gonna be inhabited by the people anymore. America is gonna be a place for foul spirits, wild animals and all that, Slakia. The book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bosra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth the wine fat? And also, Yahushua is going to be like, like back in the days, you used to, how they used to make the wine, they was bare feet stamping on the grapes, So it will splash everywhere, your clothing, it will turn red from the grapes, But this is talking about the blood. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment, and I will stain all my raiment. So, like like it says in the book of Numbers, the earth can only be cleansed by the blood of them that shed the blood of the children of Israel, so-called Negros, Latinos, and the so-called Indianos, So, and you already knew there are people being, until this day, being slain by the heathens, first and foremost by the Edomites, but all the heathens, they have a hand into it, so they're all going to get it. So their blood needs to be floating in order to clean the earth. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked, there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. And I will tread down the people in my anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. Yeah. So the Edomites, so-called white people, they're in rulership, but they are. I said that they are about to go down. They are about to go down. So let me see. I was thinking about the scripture. Yeah, oh yeah. Let me see. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots. So it's talking about the chariots, fire, nuclear missiles, and the chariots, the so-called UFOs, and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. So like I said, all the heathens, everybody's going to get it, Also the wicked, the 2/3, in America, the wicked of our people, all over the planet, they all going to get it, man. For by my fire and by his sword, it's like for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So, that already shows you that's, it's gonna be a lot of people gonna be put to death, man. Thus said the Bible. This is the book of Obadiah, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. So like I said, everybody's going to get it. First and foremost, Esau is our number one enemy, and they're going to be exterminated after 1,000 years of captivity, hardcore slavery for all your heathens. The heathens going to get their country back, but the Edomites, so-called white people, they're going to be destroyed, man, exterminated. Thus said the Bible, man. And that's a beautiful thing to look forward to. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunken upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yet they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. The scripture tells us, we water double. So all these things that you heathens, you can check your history. All these things that your heathens have done unto the children of Israel until this day, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the so-called Indianos, you're going to pay for it double, man. That's your future. And it's going to happen sooner than you think. So this is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord. And that's also a thing, we are not, like Sikari, standing on the street with arms and all that, No, this is spiritual, the spiritual warfare, When Yahushua is going to come back and is going to give his elect the spiritual powers, the superpower, that's the time that we going to lay hands on the heathens, man. Now we only do it, making videos and by these words, and these words already hurting the people. Why do you think that YouTube is the small heads, owners of YouTube, are so busy with deleting videos and taking down channels? Because it hurts, man. And these are only words, but these are not just words, man. These are the words of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, and like the book of Hebrews said, it's like a two-edged sword. Matter of fact, let me jump to that real quick, since I already had this, since this already been popping up in my mind, Let me just read the scripture. So let me see. The book of Hebrews. Chapter 4 was it again? Oh yeah. I was thinking what chapter it was, but then I remembered. So this is the book of Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. So these words hurt. Even if you make a video and sometimes you'll be going over scriptures and you'll be cutting yourself, you'll be like, shit, man. There's a man down, you know. So yeah, man. And yeah, Esau is really hurt, trying his best, to stop this word, but it's already out there, it's already out there. And like I said, I said it many times, the scriptures also said, you can, the book of, I think it's the book of First Corinthians, where it said, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth, even by going, taking down videos, taking, deleting channels, it's still scriptural, famine of the world, of the word, it needs to happen. So yeah, this is the Most High's movie, man. Can't go against this. So back to the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I will rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, so all of them, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation. And indignation is talking about righteous anger, even all my fierce anger. So you already see how angry Yahushua is going to be. Don't forget the things that he went through when he walked on this planet, They beat him up. He didn't even look human. So, of course, he's going to be angry, For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Matter of fact, let me jump to the book of Revelations, because that's also thing that popped in my mind, It also shows us that, hey, the whole earth is going to cry when Yahushua is going to come back, So this is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. So that's also talking about reincarnation. So everybody's going to, when Yahushua is going to come back with a big fathership and the sky is going to be filled with chariots, everybody's going to see it, man. Nobody can hide it or deny it or go around it, man. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen. So that already shows you, the whole earth is going to be in pain when Yahushua is going to come back, man. It's going to be something, man. It's going to be something. So let me see. Thinking about something. Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, you people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. From the indignation, so the righteous anger of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He had utterly destroyed them, he had delivered them to the slaughter. This is very close, man. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcass, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. So this whole rulership is going to go down, man. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. This talking about this missile. You got this intercontinental missiles, that even go out of the ozone layer and then come back, So this is talking about these missiles. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. So talking about the Edomites again. And upon the people of my curse to the judgment. And like I said, America, aka Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed, man. The sword of the Lord is lucky. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord had a sacrifice in Bosra, capital city of Esau, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And like I said, um, so-called white people, the Edomites are number one enemies, but all you heathens gonna get it, man. uh, and the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and the dust made fat with fatness. For this the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. So the Most High is gonna take vengeance, to Yahweh for what is done with his people, until this day. Our people are still suffering, until this day. Let me see. What more do I got? Oh yeah, so this is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. So the majority of our people need to be put to death, but only the elect, the 1/3 in America, the 144,000, and the unnumberable multitude all over the planet, those who the Most High has mercy, he has mercy on who he has mercy. Those gonna be saved, and the rest is gonna be put to death, man. That's it. That's it. The Bible. And there's also another thing, you know. There's also, sometimes you're worrying, you think all these things is gonna be horrible, but you gotta keep the faith in Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Even Yahweh Shai told his disciples that with his father, Yahweh, nothing's gonna be impossible. And that's something that we gotta keep in mind, for real, because the things that are about to happen on this planet is gonna be horrible, man. And let me end it with this scripture. This is a beautiful scripture, especially if you have children and all that, the Most High, he will protect you and he will guide you, That's also why I keep stressing it a lot, It's very important to keep praying to Yahweh Basham Yahushai that he won't take away his spirit away from you, because without Yahweh Basham Yahushai, you are lost, man. And with Yahweh Basham Yahushai, nothing is going to be impossible, man. And that's something that we really got to keep in mind, man. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40 and verse 11. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall gather the lambs with his arm and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. So if you got children, even your wife, hey, if she listen in that time, hey, the Most High might have mercy upon her, The Most High might have mercy upon your children. And even if you lost them, you lose them, you're gonna receive 100-fold, man, in the kingdom of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, So yeah, basically I'm gonna leave it like that. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Baharuka Kodash, a double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Oh no, Slakia. Just remember one scripture concerning the blood. Yeah, man. Because, there's going to be so much blood spilled, Just wanted to make it very clear that when Yahweh Shai is going to come back, there's going to be a lot of people going to be deleted, A lot of people going to be put to death. Thus said the Bible, man. So this is the book of Revelations, chapter 14 and verse 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud, and this talking about the chariot, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man. So it's talking about Yahushua having on his head a golden crown. He's going to wear all these crowns because all the kingdoms is going to be, how you said it? Yahushua is going to take them all down, man. And in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Trust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. And he that sat on the cloud thrust his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. So it's talking about all the slain, like I read in the book of Isaiah, the slain of the Lord shall be many. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came from the altar which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Trust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of Yahweh. And the winepress was trodden without the city, And blood came out of the winepress, even to the horse bridle, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. So, a horse bridle is the mouthpiece of a horse. So, it's not going to be literally that the blood's going to be so high, but it's just showing you how much blood is going to be spilled when Yahushua is going to come back, man. So, yeah, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Baharuka Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all your Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and truth. So, with that, I'm going to say Shalom.